Cricut Design Space has some hidden features that you need to know about. Hey crafty friends, I'm Sarah, and today with Creative Fabrica, I'm going to show you some Cricut design features that you might not have even realised were there. Some of them took me years to learn, but all of them definitely have their uses once you know they exist. And I'm going to show you where they are and how to use them on both the desktop version of Design Space and also the app in case you use one over the other. And maybe you'll already know some of them, but hopefully there'll be a few that surprise you. Just be aware though that some of them may change or disappear over time, as Cricut does update their software now and again. So let's have a look. I'm just finding an image on Creative Fabrica to demonstrate this one to you. So when you upload a PNG or JPEG, but you want to either remove the background or get rid of one of the elements, you can select it to remove, but it can take a while with textured images like this. But if you increase the color tolerance here, it will pick up more of what you're clicking on to help you remove it faster. Then you can also use the erase function to get rid of it too. On the app, the color tolerance box will pop up when you click select, and you can select the number to edit it, and the erase button is just next to that. The next feature is one I only recently learned myself. So you probably already know that these layouts exist, so you can create or upload your design and use these to size your design over and see how it will look on a t-shirt. But if the item you're using isn't in this category, you can also do the same thing if you add a shape that is similar to your item, then change the operation to guide here at the bottom. And when you click make, it will disappear, leaving you with just your design, rather than having to hide or delete it. And that is in the same place in the operation tab on the app as well. If you are uploading a multicolor SVG and you click make, Cricut will separate them onto different mats like this, so you can cut each colour one at a time. But if you wanted to cut them all at the same time, you could use this Material Colours tab to drag and consolidate them all into one colour so that you can cut them on one mat. You would just need to make sure your vinyl was all in the right place before cutting, although you can also do this just by selecting all and changing the colour. But it's a good visual aid, especially if you only want to cut a few of them the same. If you do this on the app, you have to do it layer by layer using the two lines, so this definitely would be quicker to select all and change the colour. And that leads me to the next feature which helps with this, but this is only available on the app, and that is the SnapMat feature. When you click make, the SnapMat button will show up in the bottom left corner. Click on that and it will open up your camera. From there you can take a picture of your cutting mat with all of your different vinyl arranged on it. Then you can use that to rearrange your design so that it is all in the right place and on the right colour of vinyl, and cut from there. If you want to find a font that works well with the pen feature, you can use the filters to click writing and then also free to find a free one, and that works the same on the app too. Although what I personally like to do is look for single line fonts on Creative Fabrica instead, as there is a really nice selection and a lot of them work so well with the pen feature. If you want to make multiple copies of the same design, you can increase this number beside project copies and apply, and that will duplicate them. And if you are using a specific material size, you can change that in this drop down box here, so that your designs will rearrange to fit within that space. That may move them onto multiple mats like this. Within the app, you can click the little mat in the top left to edit the project copies and material size. If you have used a cut setting that has almost worked but has maybe cut a bit too deep or not deep enough, you can go to all materials and then material settings at the bottom, then find the setting you want to change and use the slider to edit the pressure. You can also change how many times it cuts here, or you can also scroll right to the bottom and add new material to add a completely new cut setting from scratch. You may also want to change the default blade type too, then just save and you'll be able to find it in the My Materials section. Then you can bookmark it and it will show up here for future use. In the app, the settings are in the top right corner. Just click on a setting to edit it and then use the plus in the top right to add a new setting. Then these last two are only available on the desktop version of Design Space at the moment. For this one, first go to Creative Fabrica to find a pattern. Ones that aren't too complex like this tend to work best. Then go to upload and across to pattern fill here and upload your pattern. Now add some wording in a chunky font or a shape and change the operation of that to print then cut. Click on colour, change the print type to pattern, and your newly uploaded pattern should be in here. Just select that, it will change your wording or shape and then you can edit pattern to increase or decrease the scale and make any other changes you want. And that is just a much quicker way of adding patterns to your lettering. You may just want to add an offset to make it stand out too. Then the last one that took me such a long time to notice was this background color box. If you click on it and change the color, that changes your canvas color. And this works really well if you're working with white images or adding white outlines for things like stickers. And then you can also click this corner box to change the grid too, if you want to go from squares to blank. And there we are. I hope you found this helpful and learned something new. But be honest, how long have you been using Design Space without knowing all of these existed? And do you know of any others that I missed? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share with all of your crafty friends. Until next time, happy crafting!